It takes a lot of talent and hard work to be successful in the game of lacrosse. Both your mind and body has to be at work in order to perfect and control the game.
I think it takes a lot of athleticism to be able to play the game, so it's hard for someone who just can come out here and just pick up a stick. It's not going to work that well. So, I mean, you have to be able to practice. You have to have that background behind you.
I think the most important skill would be to be mentally tough. It takes a certain kind of person to not get frustrated and things like that. Also just basic athleticism, because it's a bunch of running and you got to be in shape.
It's a lot harder than it sounds to get your small rubber ball into the pocket of a lacrosse net, especially when being defended by another team.
I would say I'm still trying to master the basics of lacrosse. I mean, every day you come out here and you just try to get better, so I think it's still an ongoing process.
Millersville University women's lacrosse team is hard at work at practice with the focus of perfecting technique and preparing mental strategy. Each team member possesses a different skill to contribute to the team, which plays a large role in winning or losing a game. These attributes from different players on the field are pieces of the puzzle to dominate the game.
I think my greatest talent is catching off a cut. Someone would set a pick and I'd roll off, they'd pass it and then shoot.
I would say being able to see the field and knowing my options coming out of the defensive and offensive ends.
The goalie is the most stressful position on the entire field. The goalie is the last line of defense before the other team gets the ball into the net. It takes a large amount of hand-eye coordination, determination, and courage to be a goalie in lacrosse. Head coach Mia Hall prepares her team for games against tough competition by focusing on the basics and encouraging her team to master them.
It's difficult to master the hand-eye coordination part, seeing the ball under your stick, giving with it, and then being able to throw it on target.
The most important thing you need is hand-eye coordination for watching the ball into your stick and passing it to get into the other people's stick, and when you're running on the go, gauging where you want the ball to be.
Not only is there physical strength required to play lacrosse, but the game itself is a hard game to understand for people who are watching it for the first time. The referee has many penalties to look out for during the game, and until you're aware of the rules, it is a difficult concept to grasp.
Well, everybody says that the first time they see the game, they don't understand it because there's all kinds of calls, and when the whistle blows, you have to stop. So it takes a little while to it takes a couple games to get the feel for it and what's legal and what isn't, and there's restraining lines, so some people can be in a certain part of the field while other people can't, so it takes a little bit, but it's not too hard to get to know.
It's definitely confusing at first, but any game, as soon as you get a feel for it and you're in the game, it comes pretty naturally. So.
The Millersville University women's lacrosse team hopes to show off their talents and their hard work in this upcoming season. Reporting from Millersville University, I'm Rebecca Anderson.